Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of Harrison Made Sounds. This time I thought it might be cool to have a bit of a chat with one of my friends, and depending on how it goes, I may well have more chats with more friends. Um, yeah, there's three things I want to speak about. The first being creativity and what inspires people to be creative and the stuff that they do. The second being the music that inspires them. I suppose that sort of answers question one, but oh well, we'll talk about it anyway. The music that inspires their creativity and the music they listen to, just in general, I suppose. And thirdly, skateboarding. So they're three things that I suppose encapsulate Harrison Made and the stuff that I do. So because I'm a selfish pig, I want to speak about that with other people. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. I do want to say a couple of things that, firstly, this is in no way a podcast. I feel like the last thing the world needs right now is another fucking podcast. It was fine when just Joe Rogan did them, but I suppose here we are. The other thing is the reason why, if anyone is watching the video of this, I don't see why you would. The reason why I'm holding the microphone a bit like, I don't know, a paedophile testifying in court is because if I wiggle my fingers on the microphone, it makes this awful noise, which could well lose me listeners. And I can't afford that at the minute. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And it is only going to be half an hour, so please hang in there. And yeah, here we go. Here's me speaking to Vozza, me mate. Okay,
Perfect.
it's fine then.
It's meant to be.
Yeah. So
Do you think it looks good with my purple light? I've got a little purple light.
yeah, I can see it on the lip of your beanie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mine's that. All right, good.
Do you like my background and stuff?
Yeah, the plants are really nice touch. I'm a bit jealous.
It's very Ashton, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's literally, I'm literally in my kitchen, but I've just rotated the computer to look.
Yeah, that's really good actually.
Yeah, nice one.
You look like a YouTuber.
Yeah, that's what this is the start of. I just don't know how to wear my
You just
headphones.
you need a couple of little lights, just pinging in from places.
Yeah, that's the post production there. That's all.
Oh, you can do it post. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
Brody does all that. So. Right. So Vozza, this is episode 2 of Harrison Made Sounds, but it isn't Harrison Made Sounds. It's just me talking to you. So how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. How's
yeah, I'm great.
Obviously over here in Australia, it's quite normal.
Yeah, it seems to be normal over there now for you guys.
Yeah, it's we've been lucky so far, but then things keep happening that make you go a bit nervous. But I don't know.
Yeah.
We've had it pretty easy compared to you lot. But obviously you don't really want to talk about that because that's all anyone talks about.
I know it's awful to talk about it all the time.
Yeah, it's crap. So I've just got 3 subjects I want to talk about. Creativity, music, and skateboarding. 3 things I know that you're badly into. And I am as well, obviously. So I just thought it'd be cool to just sort of talk about stuff and just see what happens, really.
Let's go.
Two people will listen to this max, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, that's perfect. Shout out Danny and shout out Josh, probably.
Yeah, and my dad potentially.
Yeah,
and I will listen to this on the way to work as well every day for a year.
Yeah, hopefully it'll keep you inspired. So
yeah, 100%. So the first question I've got on my little notepad, Joe, is
yes.
What's your first memory of doing something creative?
Oh, that's tough. Probably stems back to skating and being making little skate videos.
Yeah,
Probably 14 or something, 13, 14. Yeah. I would have thought so because all of those Mount Road days, I remember the footage of the stuff I was filming, geary ollieing down
curb.
curbs and stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we used to make edits. We used to make little edits, like around Burbage and Hinckley or whatever. And then my dad used to drive us to Leicester like every other couple of weeks to the skate park, the indoor skate park. And he had one of those DVD head units. So I'd burn the skate video we made onto a DVD.
Yeah.
We'd put it on the DVD head unit and watch it on the way to the skate park. It was amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Like,
and this is sort
I'll
of
never
before
forget
I only knew you from skating at Mount Road. Like,
yeah,
I didn't know you to like go around your house or anything. So I never knew like that side of you until like JCC, I suppose, really.
Yeah, I think that's when we kind of hooked up.
Yeah, so like it's cool to sort of, that's why I thought it'd be cool to find this out about you, I suppose.
Yeah, a little bit of history, yeah.
At the minute, obviously, you've got a very creative job, and we'll go into that. So what are like you doing that's creative at the minute? Obviously that is basically your job, is doing anything. Like since I've known you, it's always, all you've done is creative stuff. And like from like literally the day I've known you, it's always just been doing stuff creative. But what at the minute are you doing in life?
At the minute with life, well, obviously I'm just trying to get, like, I'm doing whatever I can at the minute because before all this lockdown stuff, I was booked to be on a lot of tours.
Yeah.
So I was like, that was going to be the mission, like go on a lot of tours with like Easy Life and some other people.
Yeah.
And hit up all the festivals. And then obviously because all that was cancelled, I was like, shit, I need to see what's going on. So I kind of jumped into doing quite a bit of video work this year, which has been really cool.
Yeah. And for those that don't know, you're like predominantly a photographer, aren't you?
Yeah. So mainly just take photos.
Yeah.
At the minute, mainly just of like musicians and bands. So it's kind of perfect because I'm into music and obviously into all the people I work with, which is sick. But so at the minute I'm just like trying to get by and just do what I can. Like it's been a bit of a mad one because the work's not as regular as it was before. But I was lucky enough on, what day are we on now? Saturday, right? It's
Saturday here, Saturday there as well.
Yeah. So on Thursday I was lucky enough to go to London to film for my friend CJ to film a Mahogany session. Which is going to be coming out in a couple of months alongside his new single, hopefully. So I got to go and shoot him, just doing his thing and just following him around for the day. But it was all very like masked up and kind of, it's quite strange at the minute doing all these jobs.
Do you feel like do you feel like you have to try and be more creative at the minute, because like you're not just going on a tour where you can sort of like, obviously if you're photographing these like Easy Life, like a huge band, like they're huge in Australia as well, like that's like stuff in front of your face, you've constantly got like inspiration, I suppose, whereas at the minute you've got to look for stuff, haven't you?
So if you get the opportunity to do anything at the minute, I think it's like grab it by the balls and really make the most out of it, because you might not get to do something again for a couple of weeks.
But even by like, I can tell by your photo, I obviously only get to see your photos on Instagram now, but I can tell you sort of probably taking photos of more like maybe everyday stuff. Like I saw on the other day, like a photo box that was sick, like a phone booth. Sorry, not a phone box. I don't know. Maybe
maybe we can we ping those? Maybe we should ping the photos up on the video.
Swipe
ping
link in the description for the phone booth. But like I reckon maybe like in some ways with like the lockdown making gigs and stuff not happen and not as much stuff's happening, you probably can't film as much skating and stuff. You're probably looking at like more little things in everyday life that aren't that interesting and maybe making them interesting. And that's like, it looks sick when you do that.
Yeah, I think it just, like that part, that's just all about trying to keep myself sane. Like if I've not took a photo for a couple of days or a week or whatever, I start to think, shit, am I losing it? And then, so I'll just go on a bit of a mission. I'll just go on a mission and just find something to take a photo, just because I think it's good to just let it out. And like, you might not have a job booked, but it doesn't mean you can't find something to.
Yeah, and because you
inspired by it.
develop your own film and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, that's it. So then it gives me something to do the next day as well at the minute, which is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just like I literally went on a random drive because it was snowing, and I was like, you don't get to see this much around here.
Yeah.
So I just shot a quick roll of film, and the next day I'm developing it. Like,
Yeah.
kind of sick.
Do you reckon?
And then,
why do you reckon you like have to do stuff that's creative? Like, because obviously, since I've known you anyway, you've always had like, it's the same as me. I'm probably like a poor man's version of you in terms of like I'm always doing something. Like, so I'm always doing a music thing. I'm always doing like an art related thing. I'm always trying to put on something or DJ or whatever. And you've always been the same. Like you've always had like Every People's, EXM and stuff. Like you've always had like stuff. Why do you reckon that is? Like, do you reckon that's just who you are? Do you reckon you like consciously like trying to do stuff or what?
I think it's like a bit of a burning desire to just create. Yeah. Because it definitely keeps you sane. Like I know it's different for everyone, but like everyone's got their own like poison or whatever. But for me, it's just like it keeps my brain going in like a positive direction. Which is because everything you're doing like that, it's never a negative thing. It's never like, oh, we've got to do this fucking thing. It's this, we've got to do this thing. It's sick. Like so it keeps you like driven and
because you get some
and for me I'm like,
oh no, I was just going to say you get some people who like aren't, some people are just like they're not creative at all, and it's not a bad or a good thing. It's probably a good thing to not be creative, but like there's some of the people I've played rugby with, they just don't care. Like they'll have a couple of bands music wise and like, but they're not, but they can take it or leave it. Clothes, they're just whatever. Artwork, whatever. Let the missus buy whatever artwork, and they just don't need like anything like that to sort of keep them going. Whereas me and definitely you like have to have constant like stuff like to look at and hear.
Yeah.
And that's like
it's getting worse. Like the way the world's working, like the way Instagram's so like disposable and quick now, it's getting like you need it even more. Do you know what I mean? Because before you'd be like, oh my god, this skate, like when I was a kid, it was like this skate video has come out on DVD or VHS like way back or whatever. You're like, sick. Like this one thing. Do you know what I mean? But now you're like, you see 150 things, like 1,000 things, whatever you want to see every day.
Yeah.
So I feel like kind of subconsciously for us, it's like, shit, I need even more. Like, I can get it's there. I just got to find it. And
I feel like Instagram ruins everything really with that.
It's tough.
That's the world we live in, I suppose.
That's like a whole other conversation.
Yeah, and I try, like for example with music, I try and like make an effort to listen to my records as opposed to like putting Spotify on the house. And like I'll put a record on and there'll be a faulty wire in the back, and I'll be like, oh fuck it, like I'll just put Sonos on, and I'm like, no, this is like, and I find it hard to listen to one side of a record all the way through, like without skipping tunes, and it's the same.
It's also like it's fast now, isn't it? I think everything.
Yeah, you literally skip to like a minute into each song now, like just go, is this going to be any good? Then you go, oh yeah, I like that bit, and then you probably listen to it twice if you're lucky.
Stick around,
and then it's mad. And I feel obviously you are with like artists who are making it and trying to make it every day, so it must be like tough to see. Like obviously you've made your own music, and so have I, and we've made music together, but the hours that these legitimate like signed artists put into each song, and then just to get teenagers go like skip, I'll put on for a bit. But like obviously with Easy Life, obviously they've like gone like clear, haven't they? They've killed it.
They're doing really well,
for artists in all art, I reckon now with how quick people consume art, it's mental because like you spend hours doing something with you spend hours finding something to take a photo, you develop the
Yeah.
film, you then
Yeah.
edit the film digital file on your computer, upload it to
Everything. And then
Instagram,
it just
just for
gets,
someone to go
and
like,
then someone
yes,
just goes,
that's decent, yeah, next.
yeah.
And like,
It's
whereas
mad.
before it would have been like, oh, look at this amazing photo that's been printed out and put in a frame, and people are going,
Yeah.
yeah, I might buy that, I might actually pay money for that, like.
Yeah.
And
Instead, people are just like, okay, cool, nice
yeah,
one,
yeah,
man.
whatever, yeah, he's doing photos,
Yeah,
yeah,
someone was. I read something the other day about someone saying like it's making it even harder because now like you've almost got to be constantly creating like the best possible shit. Like
yeah,
it's got to be amazing like every
yeah,
time,
yeah,
which is hard. It's like pressure that I think people are putting on themselves almost
yeah,
like
yeah, I feel
whether it's
like,
subconsciously or not.
yeah, I feel like that pressure, like you've just probably got to, like, because I get it a bit with, I do like this stuff as a hobby, like making my skateboards and that. So it's not like I don't have to do it to make money, because I've got a job, but like I still find like, oh, this has got to be like real good. But I'm like, wait, no, you just got to let go of that and go like,
Yeah, you just
I'm
got to
just going to
enjoy
do
it.
what I
Yeah,
like. And I feel like you definitely do that. Like I can
yeah. I
tell,
try to.
you can always tell like someone who's authentic on Instagram. Instagram's a load of shit, I
Mm.
know, but you can still tell someone who's like doing what they are into, not just like,
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, that's
Doing
decent.
shit. Yeah,
But what I was going to say, another thing. So like, because you are now a creative person, and I
yeah.
suppose you've got people now, pretty much like a lot of the Leicester music scene, relying on you in a way to like
Kind of. Yeah.
make them look cool. Like to a point, do you feel like ever trapped that you've got to be creative, like, or do you just love it, and because you're always doing
No,
it,
yeah. I
it's
just
fine?
No, it's kind of cool. Like sometimes it might get a bit intense. Like
Yeah,
things, I think that's part of it though. Like for example, at the minute I'm working on like my first kind of serious music video that's actually had like a lot of thought and time put into it,
yeah,
and I kind of directed it and put it all together and planned it and everything.
yeah,
And I've honestly spent like 3 weeks editing it, like every day for all day because I'm like, for me, it's got to be absolutely perfect. Like I want it to be what I see it being, kind of thing.
yeah, yeah,
But like even then, I'm like it gets to the end of the day, and I'm just like, fucking hell, I wish there was another hour. Like I could carry on with this shit. Like
yeah,
it doesn't really bother me at all. It's just
yeah,
like you just do it.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
kind of love it,
yeah,
especially at the minute. There's nothing else to do. Like put time in. Like
yeah,
make it work.
yeah. I feel like you could
Um,
definitely, doing what you're doing, put this time to your advantage. Like
yeah,
it's
you've got
definitely
more time. You kind of everything's slowed down a little bit. You've got a little bit more time, really.
yeah,
Like
yeah. There's nothing
to
actually
really
happening,
perfect stuff.
so
No,
yeah,
so just perfect it. Yeah, like
yeah,
spend the extra hours and on like stuff that's gonna, because it's just so you can be proud of it. Do you know what I mean? You
yeah,
just want to be able to put it out and be like, I'm happy with this. This is
yeah,
cool. But yeah, no. To answer the question, not really. Like I'm pretty pretty on it. I just get up every day and I'm like, right, what are we doing?
yeah, yeah,
Let's make it happen.
yeah. That's
Um,
cool.
yeah.
So what sort of, like, obviously going from that into actual music, what sort of, like, because obviously at the moment as well, with not as much going on outside, music's probably a bigger thing for a lot of people as well. But
Definitely. Yeah.
people are probably listening to different stuff as well, because I don't know, they're probably not they're not being in bars and that and out and hearing stuff out and gigs or anything.
Hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
probably a bit weird at the minute. But like what are you listening to at the minute to sort of keep you excited and I suppose inspired?
Um,
Is there anything that you're like sticks out?
yeah, loads. Like I'm constantly listening to shit. I listen to like everything that I'm working on with people and stuff. So I'm
Yeah,
hearing, I get to hear a lot of stuff before it surfaces a lot of the time, which is sick. Like,
yeah,
and being able to have a say and say, yeah, I think this is sick. You should like this is when this goes out, it's going to do really well, and
yeah,
all
yeah,
that's
yeah,
always really exciting. So yeah, a lot of the people I've been working with. So like, Be Good is a band that I've been doing this music video for. There, just a lovely bunch of guys from Oxford who are just making like this really nice sound.
yeah,
Um, then obviously a lot of easy life because we're working on stuff all the time. Like,
Yeah.
kind of always getting to hear that, so that keeps me inspired, man. Like, it's good because I know that they're from here. They're like my bros. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
sick.
exactly. Yeah.
And then CJ's doing so good. Like CJ, who's also in the studio I reside in, he just got picked for Enemy 100 this
Yeah, I've
year,
seen
which
that.
is
That's cool, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
which is sick. And like, yeah, so I work super closely with him on like artwork and art direction
Yeah,
and all the
I
creative
remember
stuff.
with one of his songs that he released last year. Like, I don't follow him too much, but I remember you did some load of digital stuff for him for that.
Yeah.
That was
We did.
cool. But
Yeah,
I did see that he made that NME Top 100, which is sick. Yeah.
yeah, so good. And yeah, so we're constantly working on stuff. I'm always listening to his shit and like seeing what he's
Yeah.
So that all keeps me inspired because it's like very close. But then what else I'm going to like a lot of I was listening to Doom all week because I was just gutted.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Like,
yeah.
rest in peace, Doom. Like, yeah, but it blows my mind. Like, people like Doom, it blows my mind that he was even alive. Like,
Yeah,
that
there
he
was one
was
person.
that anyone even like that he came up with that shit. So fucked. So like, yeah, you got to like pay respects and
Yeah.
and like I feel like that. Yeah, now's the time to dig in a bit further and like really listen.
And going back to like the first thing we were speaking about, he's probably like one of the most creative people like ever. Do you know what I mean? Like, because he didn't just write bars and rap. Like, he had the whole
he was in
thing.
his own
Like,
lane. Like,
he created absolutely everything that he was like, and like he's
totally.
like obviously just seeing like all like the stuff online. He's obviously like probably like one of the best to ever rap, if you know what I mean. Like just his whole like product that he was. It's like it's outrageous, and it's definitely made like everyone go and listen back to him as well. And then people go like, "Who's this then? Who's this dude?"
Yeah, the people that I find it mad. Some people that are saying who didn't know who he was. I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, even for me, it's not like I hadn't heard it. Like, I'd heard all that shit.
Yeah.
But then you just like you listen to it again, you're like, fuck, it doesn't really hit. Like,
yeah, it's completely mental. He's
like, loads of that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then just
are you making any music or anything?
Yeah, I've literally got it in front of me here. I've got the my mate Daryl, who's also an incredible producer.
Yeah.
Gave me a crazy Christmas gift. He gave me
Mass Appeals.
Yeah, shout out Mass Appeals for the MPC. So yeah, I've been sampling like crazy. Not right now. I wish. I know.
I thought your headphones were plugged into it.
No. Just bang a beat out.
Yeah, just live. What you did? Bang, bang, bang.
Maybe next time. Yeah. So I've been watching loads of Jay Dilla shit and trying to like geek out on how he used these things because it fascinates me anyway. So
yeah, I've never used one. Like, I've always just looked at like I remember when me and you we went with a few people to watch what's his name? The one who's mental on an MPC.
Oh, Arab Music. Yeah.
Arab Music, and I went like, I'm never even going to try that because he's completed it. So
he's so sick.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's like this mad. It's basically a mad piece of hardware, and like, it's like a central control piece. So you kind of plug everything into it, and once you work out what you want to do with it, it's fun. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of that.
Yeah. I would like to use one, but I never will. So yeah, I've asked you that. So I suppose get onto skating then, which you'll be excited to hear.
How long have we been going?
I don't know, mate. I'm not sure. I don't know how you look. What, do you get like a limit or something?
I think you might get sometimes you get locked out on Zoom.
Nah, I'll be all right. So skating, how did you first get into skating? Because you're the oldest brother, so you didn't have like a brother to go like, here's a skateboard.
Yeah, no, I just shit. I don't know really. Just had one, I think. Like got one or had one. I remember me and Danny's like skated from pretty. I literally remember being like on our skateboards in the school playground, like me and
primary.
Danny, after school. Yeah,
Yeah,
primary, like
yeah,
after school. So that's like 9 or 10
yeah,
or some
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I
yeah,
remember like
I don't
doing
even
the
remember.
like because I remember how I got into it. I got one for Christmas when I was like 7, I think, and
Yeah.
it was like all I wanted at the time. And Christmas morning when I didn't get one, I was like fucked off. And then there was a ring at the doorbell, and it was my old man dressed as Santa with
With a skateboard.
skateboard in a bin bag, which sort of took the edge off it a bit. And I was like,
Yeah, a little bit.
at least wrap it, and like don't put dad in a Santa outfit, like a 50-kilo doctor from Sheffield. Like he doesn't pass as like a genuine Santa at all. So
Yeah.
but it was a decent present, and it got me into it. And I just remember
Yeah.
like not having the power in your legs to like ollie. So like
Yeah,
the
do
tail would hit the
anything.
ground, and you just
Yeah.
but then you do it, and like first ollie's
Yeah.
decent, isn't it?
First ollie's decent. Yeah, it's like a never ending like rewarding thing, skating, I think, because like every day you go and do some of it or whatever, you can always do something that's going to make you like this.
Yeah.
This is worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like this, or like if you really work hard for something, you're like, that feeling's just crazy. You can't really beat it.
Yeah, because that mid-90s film when and he does his first ollie on that, I literally like had forgot about that feeling.
Yeah,
like, oh my god, how good is that when you first get like off the air? And that was like, it's a sick film, but that really made me excited in my tummy.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, you like obviously still skate a lot.
Yeah, try to. Yeah.
What do you like do? Do you just like skate to places, or do you still skate parks and street?
No,
and
yeah, I
stuff?
still just go I just go to the skate park and do as much as I possibly can for as long as I can last at this point.
Yeah.
Do you find
harder?
but
Do you find it hard?
Yeah, it's getting harder because I'm like, I think just like you are weird because like I feel the same, but you are getting older. So like,
100%. Yeah.
it does hurt a bit more.
Yeah.
Now.
And you get tired.
And like and your muscle memory kind of like when you're on it and when you skate every day or like 5 times a week, that muscle memory is like it's full power, so you can just do shit. But yeah, you've got to like learn stuff again over the winter, and like it's cold here right now, so I'm not skated for a couple of months, and then next time I get on it, I'll be like, shit, I've got to get it all back. But no, I just go and blast it, try and go really fast around the skate park, and get
it's
high.
It's weird over here, the skating over here is like loads different, I feel. Obviously I like stopped skating when I was like 15 or whatever, and just didn't skate till I was 22 or something. And so I'm like shit now, but I still skate at the skate park here with like take my kids and that. And I like turned up, and obviously like here it's like a huge surfing area, like everyone here just surfs and all the kids surf. So I was like, obviously all the kids are going to be amazing at the skate park and like doing ridiculous stuff, but all they do here is like just cruise around basically practicing surfing in the skate park, basically.
Okay.
And they're all it's like the opposite of England, whereas in England all you've got is like a curb or a two set if you're lucky, without the speed bumps in front of them. So you get real good at flat
but
land.
You want to go massive,
but all kids at like 14, 15 in England can like varial flip and like do a fakey big spin and stuff.
I suppose but they can't so much over there because they're
over here they none of them, they can't really kickflip. They just are sick at like getting airs out the bowl and doing free it's all surf related. So it was like I was like, oh yeah, it like opened my eyes a bit to like skating can sort of be very different, like on the other side of the world.
Produce
they're
all barefoot, it like produce different results.
They're all barefoot. I'm like,
I can't even dream of that.
On. Like the grip tape is gonna just destroy your little toe, mate. Like, please, for the love of God.
2 pairs of socks in England, definitely.
Yeah. And is like, do you feel like because obviously Boardroom closed down, didn't it, like years ago and stuff?
Yeah,
And
it's
that
been
was like,
gone a couple of years.
that was a big place, wasn't it, for the Leicester sort of skate scene?
Yeah, that was like my second home. I worked there for like 2 or 3 years and learnt to build skate parks for those guys and everything. So
Yeah. Do you feel though like even though that's gone, the Leicester skate scene is like still big, like still there, if you know what I mean? Or did it like, a lot of people grow up and there's not a younger generation now because there's no decent skate
there is a
parks
younger
or what?
generation. There's a huge younger generation actually.
Yeah.
Like but the older guys, we're all definitely slacking. Like we know it.
Yeah.
But no, we've still got a like there's a community. There's still like I've still got like WhatsApp chats with all the skaters and we chat and
Yeah.
at the minute we might just take the piss out of each other, but you know, we're like this. We're still all skaters. Like it doesn't just leave you. I don't think.
Yeah, that is the thing. Like I met a bloke over here who's like 40 and we've both got
Yeah.
like kids and I went to his house and we were talking and stuff and he's like a skater and I was like, oh yeah, I skate as well. I was like, I suppose it is just one of them things. If you're into skating,
Yeah.
like you are a skater. It sounds real cringe to say, but like I will always be into it. So like I literally couldn't even ollie over a can of beans now, I don't think. But
Yeah.
I am a skater because like if I go to a skate park, I'm absolutely buzzing and it's like the most exciting thing ever. But I can't do anything.
Yeah, it's like
I just drop in like on a 2-foot quarter pipe with all the little groms and it's fine.
yeah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It's like it's either in you or it's not. And
Yeah.
like I used to love like when I used to work at Boardroom and places like that. I used to love being at a skate park and shouting, like when you see a kid do an ollie or like just shouting at everyone, be like, yeah, that's like it makes you feel like that. Yeah, I just want to shout and like yeah, like because like skaters they cheer each other and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's such a mental thing, really. Like I know sports kind of does that, but there's no racism, segregation. There's nothing like
no.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
Like you do something, you do anything, you get a clap or a tap of the board.
You
like,
get a shout.
Yeah, you get oh yes. Like
yeah. It's always always a bit embarrassing when people shout at you though. Like like if you do, it's very rarely happened to me, but if you nail a good trick and everyone goes like, whoa, taps their board on the floor. It's always a bit embarrassing when you roll away from it. You're a bit like,
no, you got to be humble and be like, it's okay.
Yeah. I always struggle
I
with
don't know,
that
I think
part. Maybe why
I like
it as
the fact that you can, if you want to be like in skating though, if you want to be like, yeah, like I just got it, no one's gonna give a shit still. Like you can be like a dick. You can be like, obviously I got the trick if you want, and everyone's still be like, yeah. Like it doesn't matter what, or you can be shy and I got the trick, but everyone will be like, yeah, like it just does not matter.
Still
That's the beauty.
Everyone will still shout.
Yeah, still going, fuck yeah, you fucking killed it, bro. Like
yeah, in an American accent as well. So yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Yeah. The last question I've got is the best skate shoe ever. Don't laugh. It's a great question.
Good one. That is a really good question.
So don't laugh.
I wanted more of them wild questions. Let's think. Probably a dunk for me. I know a blazer. I'm gonna go SB blazer.
SB, you always have them. The high ones or the low ones.
The high ones. Yeah, I used to be able to heel flip really good in the high ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
because of the weight above
it's
the
one
heel.
of them shoes.
Mm-hmm. High top,
if you put that shoe on, you're good.
Yeah, you reckon? Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Nice.
it. Yeah. Back in the day, it would have been like, I don't know, something mad like
a D3
or something. Yeah, or a D3. Like
I used to have any Adios that were like cheap from Vapor, basically.
Yeah, Adios were cool. I only had a few pairs. I remember having a pair of Adios that were too small and they like ripped my toe apart.
Yeah.
Good shoes.
Yeah, I had a pair when it was too late to have a pair. They went really cheap at Vapor, the local skate shop. They were like 20 quid at one point because they couldn't get rid of them. And I was like, Adios, like bright red, definitely having them. And they're like, I remember wearing them to like Mount Road or somewhere, and people just going like, no, they're not good anymore.
Shouldn't have had them.
You need to go home. And that was it. And obviously, like at that age, like you've got to wait another 6 months till you're allowed like another pair of
To
shoes.
get another pair. Yeah. No, yeah. SB Blazer. They're timeless.
Yeah,
You
I
could have wore them then.
I never quite recovered from that. I don't reckon.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it, Joe. So that was good fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
I feel like I just went off on like a bit of a mad one, and now I'm here.
That's the way it works, isn't it?
This is you. Welcome to YouTube. like and subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel. I don't know what else they say. Yeah. There'll be
I'll
like get Brody to do the production. There'll be like bang, wallop,
nice one,
and things up on there.
And
all that. But yeah, this will probably go out to about 6 people at max. So that's worldwide, but we never know.
Big up all 6 of you.
Yeah. Anyway, cheers for that, Joe.